Because if you're going to indulge in everything that the South has to offer, especially food, like you're gonna want to hit up the gym every single day. Hey guys, welcome to our channel, or welcome back to our channel. We're your real estate fam, and we post informational videos every weekend to let you guys know what it's really like to live here in Lower Alabama. Today we're discussing 10 things you must know before you move to Lower Alabama if you're interested in this area and planning to move down here. This video is definitely for you, so stay with us and learn some cool things about the state of the Yellowhammer.
What's up everybody, it's me Tony and this is my partner Jess. If you're new to our channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you press that little bell so you get notified each and every time we drop a new video. We try to include relevant, updated information in our videos to tell you guys all the facts about living in Lower Alabama before you decide to pack your bags and move down here. We're also realtors licensed in the state of Alabama, which means as much as we love making these videos, we would love to help you with your real estate needs even more. You see those numbers popping up on the screen? We're the guys who answer those text messages, those phone calls, and those emails. We get tons of messages daily from people who are moving down here and want some factual details. So give us a call anytime, and if we can help in any way, we're totally up for it. So reach out to us if you want more details about moving and settling down here in Lower Alabama. Now, without further ado, let's dive right into this video.
Alright, so in this video, we're sharing 10 facts about Lower Alabama that you must know if you're seriously considering moving down here. I suggest you stick with us till the end because this video is going to be a really good one. So 10 things you need to know before you move down to Lower Alabama is coming up next with your local experts.
Alright, so do you guys know that Lower Alabama has the 7th lowest cost of living in the entire United States? We have repeated this fact several times in some of our other videos because it's a major factor that's literally driving people here in flocks. People are moving down here with their families from states like Florida, California, Illinois because it's so much cheaper to live down here. One thing that surprises us the most is when we first moved down here, the price of gas. I mean, I look around and just drive to other states, so I know that gas in the U.S. in general isn't cheap, but Lower Alabama really surprised me in terms of gas costs. Because of the gas prices here, they're so cheap. It's one of the biggest popularities in regards to pros here.
Yeah, that really stands out here. Yes, and I'm pretty sure that we're somewhere in the list of top 5 cheapest states when it comes to gas prices, and it's really a plus for us because we drive a lot given the nature of our work. But apart from that, the housing market in Lower Alabama is also very reasonable compared to other states. House prices in this region vary depending on various factors, but I'll drop some averages for you guys. If you're planning to buy a house anywhere near Orange Beach or Gulf Shores, you can get a really good deal for around $400,000 to $600,000, but you'll also see a lot for over $1 million. Orange Beach is a popular area in Alabama with houses right on the beach. To me, this price range is very reasonable compared to other states with beachfront properties. Another thing, house rent is also pretty cheap here. You can find a decent 2-bedroom apartment near Gulf Shores or Mobile for around $1,500 to $2,000 a month. You definitely aren't finding that in other states like California, Texas, or Florida. Property taxes in Lower Alabama are also very low. For example, a $300,000 property, you probably pay around $1,200 a year in property taxes, which is nothing compared to other states. Our home up in Chicago was $13,000 a year, so we're loving the property taxes down here.
That was modest. But another thing you need to know about Lower Alabama is people here are crazy about their football. Football is a major thing here, and this fact just amazes me every single time I think about it because I don't know if you guys know this, but Alabama doesn't even have its own professional football team. I mean, it's bizarre that people here are so passionate about local games and they don't have a, professional state level team. This fact may not interest people who are not that interested in the football, but if you are a football fan and you're planning to move down here, get ready to meet plenty of football geeks who are ready to discuss the games anywhere you go when it comes to college football and high school football.
Yeah, that's so true. The rivalry down here between University of Alabama and Auburn University is crazy. When it comes to these two teams, you have to pick a side.
Obviously, you got to pick the right one. But you should also know that the weather here, before you decide to move down here, extremely hot.
So hot. So hot.
This pop isn't working, Benny. I'm baking like a toasted cheese here. It's so hot here. It's 150 degrees outside. You can't play baseball.
We have an endless summer to some, so you get a lot of sunshine and a lot of greenery because there's a lot of rain. We have lots of clients who come down here from the north and describe Laura, Alabama as if they directly have walked into heaven. I know that's where I'm at, and I pretty much agree with them in all aspects because we have an amazing beachfront, the landscaping. I mean, just look behind me. Everything throughout the entire year, because it hardly snows here in Alabama. If you do, it's, nothing. You can expect to see something in the region every 3 to 4 years, but it's going to be very mild, something to the point where it just melts in a few hours.
No
so
accumulation.
that's something that I always, enjoy. That's definitely a perk for me.
Right. But here's the catch, guys. It does get pretty hot down here in June, July, August. Temps can get up to 90 plus degrees. But it's a good thing that we have so many beaches to go to where you can enjoy this heat. And if you can't handle the heat or these high temps and don't enjoy being at the beach, then this might not be the place for you. And that's okay.
Yeah, that's right. Another cool thing you must know about Lower Alabama is we have crazy wildlife here. I mean, in these woods, you can expect to see white-tailed deer, lizards, gators. In the ponds, you got, turkeys, hogs. There's just so many different kinds of bird species. She's a really big bird watcher. I think it's fascinating too now, but there's a lot of bays around here where you can catch fish and shrimp, and they got rays and various types of, just seafood in general. Well, that's what I fish for, is for that purpose only. So, but there's just so much to choose from.
Yeah, so we definitely have a lot of different wildlife down here for people like us that lived up north and really didn't have a whole lot other than deer and raccoons. Seeing armadillos and gators and jellyfish and knowing there's sharks and just really different marine life, it's very fascinating to us. I mean, you could be driving on the street and look at the creek next to you and you'll see alligators. So that is something that's really cool to us, and the novelty has not worn off. And on the topic of driving, if you're dead set on moving here to Lower Alabama, know that you're going to need a car to commute around the area. It's not that Lower Alabama doesn't have a transportation system, it's just that it's not as efficient as other places that you may be used to, especially if you're from, say Chicago or New York and you use public transportation regularly. So I usually tell people who are moving down here, owning a vehicle is essential.
It's a definite must. So here's another fact about Lower Alabama is you have to prepare yourself to see lots and lots of oak trees, especially if you're settling down in Mobile or Baldwin County. You'll be struck by the number of oak trees you see every few blocks. I mean, no matter where your house is, downtown, midtown, West Mobile, Daphne, Foley, there's a high chance you're gonna have tons of oak trees around your neighborhood.
Yeah, the mature trees out here, it's so incredible. Everywhere you go, it's just dense greenery, and it's like you're living in this tropical forest. Our house is surrounded by so many mature trees, and they're just gorgeous. Everywhere you go, you can eat at restaurants outside, and there's just gorgeous scenery. And on the topic of restaurants, I have to talk about something that's just as amazing as the nature down here, and that's the food. We have amazing seafood, fresh caught daily. I've tried seafood in so many other states, but honestly, you can't beat the taste of the seafood that you're gonna get down here in Lower Alabama, right on the Gulf and Mobile Bay.
I totally agree with you. That's my favorite thing. And the fact that most restaurants have their own boats and fishermen to catch the daily supply of seafood just adds more to that taste. Apart from seafood, get general good food in Lower Alabama. I can name a few joints like Champy's or Moe's. You get great southern fried chicken and you get great barbecue. I mean, it's just, there's so much. I can't name everything off the top of my head.
Yeah, there's so many locally owned establishments that have, fresh caught seafood, fried chicken, all of that southern comfort food that we all love so much. And living down here, you get to enjoy it every single day.
I mean, collard greens, beans, you got
fried alligators, one of our favorites.
Bread pudding.
Fried
God.
catfish.
Oh, I'm telling you, the list just goes on and on. I can eat it for days, but you also have to hit up those gyms if you're doing it, because you will
It'll catch up to you. You have to stay, living down here, you need to stay active, because if you're going to indulge in everything that the South has to offer, especially food, you're going to want to hit up the gym every single day.
And then it's nice out, so you want to crack open a beer, you enjoy, your catfish, and the next thing you know, you just consumed 1,500 calories in one meal.
Easily. Living down here is
Easily.
like being on vacation every single day.
Yes, that's a good way of looking at it. You know how when you pig out when you go on vacation? That's what it's like, but all the time, because this is a vacation destination.
All right, I'm getting hungry just talking about that. So let's move on to our next fact. So guys, unfortunately, we do have occasional storms, floods, and hurricanes down here in lower Alabama, but it's not a big deal. We have grown accustomed to it, and we actually have hurricane parties and kind of make the most of the weather. Everything shuts down, and we just kind of bunker up and wait it out. We don't really see too much damage, but it does happen, and that's what insurance is for.
The storms do get crazy here, though, so if you're not used to torrential downpours, you will not be able to see through the front windshield while you're driving.
Well, a little rain never hurt anybody.
Yeah, but a lot can kill you.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, that just happened to us yesterday. We were driving, and it was sunshine and blue skies, and all of a sudden we just hit like a dark patch, and it was torrential downpour, and you instantly couldn't see the road. Even with the windshield wipers on the highest speed, it was scary. Sometimes we have to pull over, but you know, he's an experienced driver. He can make it, but
You're supposed to put your hazards on and keep going. Because when you
So-
pull over, that's when accidents tend to happen.
the storms are pretty intense. We do, you do see fallen limbs, and there could be issues with your shingles, but mostly like wind damage.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys know this, but Alabama gets the most rain out of a lot of states.
More than Seattle.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
People
I
are
don't know
always
about
shocked
all
by
the states,
that.
but a lot of the states. But if you look around me, it's because it has this beautiful greenery, and it has to just keep everything
It
alive.
has to get everything watered.
But it's not that big of a deal. We've grown accustomed to it, and we actually have hurricane parties, making the most of the weather. Just get together, you know, everything shuts down, we bunker up and just hang out and drink, wait for the storm to pass. But it does happen, so that's what insurance is for. But just know in the back of your mind that it's possible, and to be safe, be diligent. And another big thing you need to know before you move down here is you're gonna see a lot of construction sites everywhere. There's construction going on for new housing projects, for roads, for commercial buildings, and this can also lead to a lot of roadblocks. You need to understand that LA is generally a peaceful region, but it's an establishing part of the state.
The fastest growing county in the state of Alabama is Baldwin County.
Yeah, people are coming down here in flocks, and just we need to accommodate, you know, that population. So there's just going to be new residential projects, new highway buildings, or new highways and buildings, etc.
A lot of grocery stores being put up, you know, hospitals and other medical buildings. So there is construction
There
everywhere.
are 2 Publix and 1 Aldi's being built right now in Fairhope alone. So if 3 grocery stores coming to town doesn't tell you anything when there's already some present, you know, I don't know what does.
All right, y'all, and there's one last fact about Lower Alabama that we need to share with you guys, and that is that it has the best beaches. It always shocks me that Alabama
Hands
beaches
down.
are not acknowledged enough. We have the most beautiful white sandy beaches with crystal clear water. Many sources have deemed Gulf Shores as the best places to buy a beach house. It is a hidden gem. The town's beaches have highly rated schools, and it's just unbelievable to me how reasonably priced homes right on the water go for it. And I can't say it enough, get in while you can. It's only a matter of time before everyone discovers how amazing Lower Alabama is, just like we did.
You know, and I think they are, because they are building condos along the beachfront now. So it is a thing. It's not like, you know, people haven't discovered it. A lot of people are, but we're saying to beat them, even
Yeah.
you know, even more people and more condos, and
Do
just,
it while you can.
yeah, because it's gonna be too late. It's gonna be like Florida. You're not gonna be able to get
Oh, yeah.
golf front property anymore
Soon
unless you spend
soon the-
millions and millions of dollars.
Soon those beachfront properties are going to go from 800,000 up to 1.5 mil. So if you're considering making the move, you need to pull the trigger and do it while you can.
All right, guys. So those are 10 facts you need to know before moving to Lower Alabama. Alabama is beautiful, and we love having everyone come down here that are transplants just like us. I can't tell you how many transplants that we meet on a daily basis, but what's even better are the locals. They are so nice, so pleasant, and they have the greatest food in the greatest area. It's just a place to call home. So if you're looking for a place to call home, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, days, nights, weekends. We got your back. We're moving anywhere in Lower Alabama.
All right, guys, thank you for tuning in to this week's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll catch you on the next video.
See you guys.
Bye.